Gemini. Happy June. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, guys. I already laid out the cards. Um, and as I was throwing them, I really just keep hearing, you're not 5 years old and this is not the playground. I don't know if you feel like you're being bullied, if you're being manipulated, if you're trying to. You've got a lot of people. I laid out the cards already. You've got two knights, which could be allies here, although I'm not thinking that. You've got two knights, you've got the emperor, the queen of coins, and the knight, I'm sorry, the king of wands. There's a lot of people in here. Our overall energy is the Justice card. Okay. That's about justice, yes, but it's more about honoring yourself, foundations, balance, yes. You come in with the Knight of Swords crossed by the Star card. I'm going to clarify this right away. You've got a lot of people in here, and I'm trying to keep these videos short, but there's way too many people in here, and I think you're trying to do something, and I think you're being either pulled into a bunch of other people's stuff, pulled into their direction. And yet more people. Okay. All right. I'm clarifying the Knight of Swords and the Star card, what you're coming in at. Okay. You've got the Two of Cups, the King of Wands, who is in your environment anyway. That could actually be you. And you've got the Five of Coins. That's what I mean. There's some kind of disconnect here with the people that are in your surroundings. All right. All right. Like I say, where you're anchored is the Lover's card. Okay. In your near past, you've got the Knight of Coins. Okay. How you see things is the Seven of Coins. It's like, the stop sign. It's really, it's wanting to go in a different direction. It's just having to hit the pause button for a minute because you're trying to assess, where you've been and where you're going here. Coming up in the near future, you've got the Queen of Coins here. Okay. Now what you want here is the World card. I think you're wanting the end of something and the beginning of something else. I just think you're hitting resistance here. In your environment, you've got the King of Wands here. He's also one of your clarifiers coming in. what you really want is the Four of Cups, okay? You want growth, you want change, right? You want more. In your outbound now, you've got the Emperor, the Four of Wands, and the Magician. Again, you're looking to do things here. I think you're trying to solidify a strong foundation for yourself, both financially and structurally, okay? But I think you're hitting resistance here, and I can't tell if it's a person in your environment trying to sway you more their way, or you're being distracted. You're being distracted somehow, okay? Because you come in here with the Knight of Swords crossed by the Star card. You're trying to find your way. You're trying to find your true north, the real calling for you, right? That's how that Knight shows up. It's just very strong, fast-moving energy. And with that card, he's air. So he's like a bullet, you know. It's just fast crash, my way or the highway energy. And I think it's too much for you. You're being really asked here. Again, I think you're being bullied. I think you're being manipulated here. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't play the victim, because you've got cards here. You know what you're trying to do. You've got a good path of where you're going. You may not have a step-by-step game plan, but you know exactly where you're going, what you're trying to do, okay? I think what's happening here is you've got a relationship that's not working in alignment with what you're trying to do, what you're trying to build for your life. I don't think it's in harmony. Because the Star card too is a card that comes up where it's a destiny card, but again, you've got to seize that opportunity. So you're looking for something that really fulfills you. Excuse me. You've got in your hopes and fears here, you've got the Four of Cups, right? That's the card of when the music changes, so does the dance. You need to know who you are in this card. It is a card of wanting more. It's a card of wanting more out of life, and I think that you want that, and you're laying the groundwork for that. But I think you've got a destructive force in your environment here. Okay, the Justice card coming in as your energy is balance too. I'm going to say you're going to need to pull back your energy here. And again, just like today's throw, it would be Friday's weekly throw. It was really, don't be taken off your course here by interference, okay? And that can be people monopolizing your time, trying to pull you into their stuff. Your advice here is to really just focus on what you're doing here, okay? Because you're looking, you know, what you really want here is you know, the World card. But with that card, you go in a new direction, but you've got to realize when you're meeting resistance, and you know, just go with the flow. Realize that things are timing and season, because how you see things, how you're hoping things will go, is with that Seven of Coins, right? That's using what you've got now to build on the future, right? It's not waiting until, you know, how do I say? Yeah, I want to do it, but you know, it wouldn't work out. Yeah, that's a good idea, but you know, I don't have the time. Do it now. Don't shoot yourself in the foot here. I think there's people playing on your emotions here. I think your space is really being invaded. I think people are watching what you do. You're being really asked here to just trust yourself and go forward. The Emperor and the outbound here, with that Four of Wands and the Magician, you've got all that you need to do this. It's telling you now is the time, right? the Magician too, if that's a person and the Emperor is a person, those are strong energies. They can be very, very manipulative energies. Okay. I want to see what this choice is. The whole reading here is grounded in this choice. I think it's a relationship is challenging what you're trying to do for yourself here. All right. You have now Temperance, another person, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is, you know what you want, you know how to get there, you know the true things that you value, and you're divinely connected. This choice that you're trying to make, or what you're trying to work towards here, you know exactly what that is. You know the things that you value, right? I want to see something here. Yep. You're being asked to make conscious choices. Make conscious choices. What you're in your hopes and fears, this wanting more, this Four of Cups here, you know what that is. You've got the Page of Swords here. Okay. You've got the High Priestess, right? Common sense. Use your common sense. Don't be swayed. You already know you're being pulled in a direction that you don't want to go. You want to pull the reins back, okay? Because this card right here is someone who's got major trust issues. So you're probably hitting resistance every step of the way here due to someone else's, and I think they're a little bit too much in your business. I think they're into things that they don't need to be in, mainly your finances, what you're trying to do. There's jealousy in this card. You're looking to go in a new direction here. You've got to start, I would suggest strongly that you really look at the people in your surroundings, because if they're not working with you on something that they know is important to you, they're working against you for their own needs, wants, whatever. You really need to look at that, because I'm just going to say in here too, there's something about I think they're playing on things, your shortcomings, and by that, it's not a negative. Your shortcomings are not a negative. They're things that still get us. It's people that have been in our environment too long, and not too long, but they know how to push our buttons, right? They know the things we've opened up to them, and the things that we struggle with, the things that are that we have a hard time dealing with, maybe boundaries per se, and they're trampling over you. So you really want to pull that back. All right, I want to see here what your okay. In your environment, you've got somebody, right? I'm clarifying here. These are your outbound cards. I knew these are you're trying to get a foundation in the middle there, right? That's you in the middle. There's your foundation. You're trying to get you're solidifying something, right? You may have started something and you're starting to see a little bit of a reward, right? Meaning you're building your nest egg, you're kind of getting a solid foundation here to go forward, right? That's what that Seven of Coins is too, right? It's pulling on what you've gotten so far to bring you ahead, right? That's what you're doing. You're in the middle there, and you're surrounded by strong energies here. That Magician is very, very manipulative, again, and so is that the Emperor. They would know exactly how to push your buttons. Your clarifiers for that are again the Lover's card, the Seven of Cups, making choices, and you've got the Tower card. You've got to really look at things here for what they are, okay? The good news is that the Tower card is in here and the Lover's card is in here. All the masks are going to be off. But if you choose to be prey to this, which is a choice of yours, you're really being strongly advised to not do it. They're going to take you down and you're not going to get where you're going, okay? The Seven of Cups is telling you, look at the choices that you've made again in the past, right? Have the relationships that you've been in, have they been like this? Have they been people that haven't supported you, right? You really want to look at that, because remember, Gemini is the never-ending quest looking for their other half mirrored back in relationships. So the people in your surroundings are mirroring back to you what you're sending out. Sometimes what we send out, it's not what we want, but it's what we get, right? Because it's allowing, we're allowing this in, right? So you want to start plucking these people out of your business for real, and you need to really focus here on what you want to do and where you want to go. Okay, I want to see in your environment here if this is, I think it's you. I think it's you wanting to walk your walk, okay? But I think in your environment here, you've got people that are overpowering you, and they're either telling you you can't do something, or they're trying to steer you in their direction. Goodness. Okay. All right. In your environment, you've got the King of Wands here, okay? He's a walk the walker, but he's also can be very self-serving, okay? You've got the Four of Cups, which is where you're trying to go in your environment. You want more, okay? You're not happy with how things are. You need to speak up. This is someone, right? Very kind, very naive, not a good boundary person. She's got the youthful energy, essence of, it's just a loving energy. I don't think it's an actual person. I think it's just a very loving energy reflective of you, okay? And you've got the Two of Wands, which is a choice to make here. I really think that you're being pulled between a relationship and something that you want for your life. I don't think the relationship is helping you. I think they're hindering you, and I think they're holding you back from where you're trying to go, okay? I just want to, I think you just, somewhere along the line or over a period of time, or, you know, these can even be family members too, you've picked up people that are sucking you dry, right? Okay. In your near future, what's coming up here is the Queen of Coins. The clarifiers for that are the Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, we've got all the knights in here now. These are not alliances. These are their energies surrounding you. Okay, they're one is only out for himself, right? Excitement, the next shiny thing, right? But they'll tell you a good story, right? Then you've got the Knight of Cups here, who is very poetic, but again, not very grounded, right? And you've got you, more than likely you, trying to find some inner peace here. That peace you have, it's coming up when you've got the High Priestess here in your environment. What your hopes and fears are. Make conscious choices. Trust yourself. Listen to yourself before your brain gets in there and all of these people trying to talk you out of what you're doing here. All right. The Cave. This is your sight card. You've got to get out of there. I think you're really hiding in your life, and you're being given opportunities here to really, really excel ahead. You've just got to take, if you can't even see, there's a woman crouching down here, or a person. See her? She just can't take anymore. You're surrounded by selfish people here. They're not helping you. Okay. That card really means that you're depressed. You're withdrawing. If this is a safety issue too, right? I don't think it is for many of you. But by safety, I mean your sanity, right? I think you've just let people steamroll you over, and you really want to look at the people that you're aligning with here. They do not have your best interest at heart. Okay? You're surrounded by people that are pulling you off your track. You know where you're going. You've got cards here that'll support you. You just need to clear this craziness here. You're not, again, your message coming in was you're not 5 years old and this isn't the playground. So go back to, I'm going to say, if this is your message coming in, this has been your life pattern. You've just let people steamroll over you. Don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. These people are not, they're not helping you. Okay? All right. I hope that I helped you in some way. This was not a lovely reading, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. You know exactly where you're going, and it'll pan out for you here. You've just got to let this stuff go, have a little faith, ask for guidance, and clear these people out of here. Okay? Okay. I hope that I helped you in some way. Happy June. Thank you.